Hi there and welcome back to Planescape Torment. I am Byron. So, we are in the Dead Nations and I decided to rather not sell the cranium red tails, they might come in handy later. We have a few quests that we need to turn in. We know where Pharod gets his corpses from. We haven't done anything about Requin's Curse of Stench. We have the Bronze Sphere. We know where we can find the poison charm. We have the knife, and we know where Pharod gets his, the corpses from. So we should probably leave. Where's the exit here?
Done.
Hold it. A lone cranial rat is not that dangerous.
Done.
And now we are back in the buried village.
I'm gone. All right.
Let's talk to Bar. The guard straightens up. You got what Pharod wanting, Burke? Yes. Show it to me, Burke, and I'll raise the gate. But not until, right? Show it to him. Alright. Come on back in.
All right.
So, what do we have here? Ojo the Leatherhead's home. Entrance to Pharod's court. Quint's shop. Martha the seamstress's home. Let's go there first.
All right.
Because here this is where the charm is hidden. And I don't really know. Would we have been able to pick this up before we talked to the dead collector? Or did this just spawn now? Quint's poison charm. This is a necklace made of pointed teeth. Examining it more closely, you see that each of the teeth has been hollowed out as if it could carry a small amount of liquid. It's Quint's poison charm. When used, it has the ability to cure various types of poisons. Okay, let's get in here and talk to Martha. You see Martha. She lumbers about the room, her joints popping as she bends over to pick up objects from various tables. She's mumbling to herself in a strange sing-song voice. Martha glances up as you speak. Did one say questions, Martha? Martha blinks and frowns. I'm Martha. He said such, for he wears the asking look on him, he does. Can you dig in my body to find anything? Martha squints at you. Then nods. Martha can do that, can't you, Martha? Yes, you can. I am not going to watch this. Where? Where? Martha is studying you as if looking for the best place to crack you open. Since we already have the intestines, I assume we did most of this, but I think we didn't do the skull. You lie upon the table, and the last thing you see is Martha standing over you, chisel and mallet at the ready. There's a sharp crack, and you scream as everything goes black.
Updated my journal.
Your vision slowly returns to see Martha standing over you, shaking her head. No, nothing found, eh? Martha? She shakes her head. No, nothing, Martha. No luck. Should you try again? No, not yet. Farewell. So, what changed? I asked Martha, the adult seamstress in the buried village, to look in my skull to see if anything was there. There wasn't. Okay. Nothing in the skull. Where's my brain though? Let's go to Quint's shop. You, hey? You have what I need? Yes, here it is. You pass the object to him and he caresses it, looking it over carefully for nicks and scratches. Done your part, hey? I do mine. He passes you a bag that jingles heavily with coin. We be quits now. You need anything, talk to Quint, hey? He turns away from you, wrapped in his acquisition. Let's trade. Do you have anything nice? Angerless Eye. +1 to armor class versus missile attacks, -1 to armor class versus crushing attacks, plus 10% traps skill bonus. Okay. I don't think we need that. At first glance, this glass eye seems a poor replacement for a real one. However, when inserted into an empty eye socket facing inwards, its power awakens. Although the eye dulls the wearer to colors and sights, it increases his awareness of angles and shapes, giving the wearer greater accuracy with weapons and giving him greater chance of dodging incoming missile attacks. Furthermore, mechanical traps stand out to the wearer's vision, making it easier to spot and disarm them. I'm not a thief there. The user becomes more vulnerable to crushing attacks, however, some of the fragility of the glass eye seems to be transferred to its wearer. Thaco +1. Nah. Let's leave. And if we go over here, we find Uhir. Uhir squints at you. Find me a knife, perchance? Yes, I have. Here it is. Uhir takes the knife and holds it lovingly. Ah, you're back. Me lucky knife. Thanks, Cutter. And you, he lectures his knife, shaking it. Don't you go running off again? He slides the blade into its sheath with a smile.
Updated my journal.
Farewell, Uhir. So, we now know journal quests. Okay, let's talk to Pharod.
Alright.
Maybe we should save. Where's the entrance? Here. And there he is. Hold it. Ah, corpse. Pharod turns as you approach, his crutch clacking on the cobbles of the court. He licks his lips and smiles expectantly. Have you brought me what I asked for? The bronze sphere? Here it is. Pharod's eyes gleam as you hand him the bronze sphere. He touches it gingerly, almost reverently. You. He chuckles. Ah, corpse, such a gamble you were, and paid off handsomely you have. Pharod studies his reflection in the sphere and tsk. The years have been cruel to me, I see. I did what you wanted, Pharod. Now I want some answers. Pharod doesn't even look at you as you speak. His attention is swallowed by the sphere he holds. Yes, ask your questions. Pharod turns the sphere in his hands. Very important, your questions. What do you know about me? Why was I told to seek you out? Pharod studies you with a critical eye. Stay your weapons for what I'm about to say, corpse, for it could be your ears take offense. Pharod smiles wickedly. My ears no longer care, but yours are still fresh for the burning, it seems. Tell me, Pharod, I'm losing patience. The truth. Pharod's soft tone softens as if cajoling. The truth was stretched a bit from my mind to my tongue when we first spoke, corpse. In all terrible honesty, I know little about you. He raises a withered finger. Yet hear me out. Yes? You're a cutter who plays at being dead, as I see. Pharod squints at you. Some time ago you came to me like you are now, but not just strolled right into Illwind Court and said you wanted an audience with me. No, like you are now, but not. Just strolled right into Illwind Court and said you wanted an audience with me. An audience with you? Aye, an audience, Pharod chuckled like whispering sand, like I was royalty. He seems amused, but there's an edge in his voice. You knew the right things to say, you did. Oh yes, you spoke the chant like a governor, born and true, and I listened. What did I want from you? Pharod gives a mock bow, his crutch creaking as he leans against it. Oh, Pharod, great collector king, you says. I have come before you to request a boon. A boon, I say? What could I offer a man of such obvious strength? Go on. Pharod wags his crooked finger. And you ask for a strange thing. You says, Lord Pharod, I ask for courtesy. Your collectors roam throughout the hive. If they should find my body, I want it kept safe. That is all I ask. Pharod shrugs. A simple boon. I see. And that is all you know? Before you can speak, you suddenly feel a prickling in your skull as Pharod speaks the words boon, and the smell of blood and fear rushes through your nostrils. Pharod is hiding something that happened in the past involving you, and it scares him. The boon he granted you was no simple matter. So you granted my boon just like that. There's nothing to be gained from it for you? Why did you even agree to it? Pharod falls silent for a moment. A dead man can keep no promises, and promises to a dead man are easy enough to make a corpse. You're a merchant, Pharod, not a Samaritan. There must have been another reason. Pharod's face suddenly peels back in fury, his skin flushing red. After you'd strung up a score of my blood on the hive walls, to die, I had enough reason to promise you the plains themselves. Then your butchering selves comes to my home, my kip, to demand a boon of me. Pharod calms himself, though his face is still flushed. I agreed. I'm sorry about your people, Pharod. That wasn't me. But if I can make up for the loss, I will. Pharod, no matter, their body served me well enough. The dusties pay the same for fresh debtors as for old. Was that the only reason you agreed to my request? You knew things about me, things only I knew. You knew I was greedy for something beneath sigil, and you put a name and picture to it. The bronze sphere, you said. I didn't think you would fetch it for me, he chuckles. Yet you did. The planes turn in strange ways. That is all you knew? All I know? Nay. But it's all I know about you, corpse. Fine. Next question. What did you take of my body after I died? I? Pharod licks his lips. Why, I took nothing, corpse. His face splits in grin. Then I wasn't the one who found your body. Who did? Pharod's smile widens, pulling the pasty folds of flesh back from his face like a curtain. My daughter, the rose of my eye, the sweetest of my family, and the sharpest wit of them all. He licks his dry lips and sighs in mock sadness. Such a cruel tongue on her. Your daughter? Who?
Updated my journal.
My darling girl Annah. She found you, dead as dead I can be, in a place where most collectors wouldn't go for mountain of coppers. Could be she plucked something off you, could be not. He leans in, shaking his head. You'll have to ask her, for it is not her Da's place to say. Don't lie to me, Pharod. You're a merchant. You always take a cut from your workers. What did Annah give you from my body? Ah yes, my tribute. Pharod folds his withered hands over his crutch almost protectively. There's no telling what was from you or not, corpse. Most like there was nothing. Pharod, my patience is at an end. There will be nothing left of you or this village if you don't hand over the tribute. Pharod is silent for a moment. He taps his fingers against his crutch slowly. Well? There has the decency of man gone, Pharod grumbles, shaking his head. A courtesy I'm doing for you, corpse, such a courtesy. Pharod parting with anything, it be the dead book for me if anyone heard. Wait here, move not a yard, I shall return. Wonder where he's going.
Updated my journal.
After a long while, Pharod returns, his crutch clacking against the flagstones. In his hand, he holds a number of items which he passes off to you. You will be silent on this, and accept the blessing that I even remembered. A few 100 coppers and a scrap of paper? Great. Now who was it who found me again? My darling girl Annah. Okay. Alright, I'll ask her. Where is she? Where's Annah? Pharod shrugged. She's hiding in the shadows here. I expected, listening to us trade the chant. I called for her after you went below. Had to ask her if you were really in the dead book when she found you or not. He chuckles shyly, then takes a deep breath and calls out to the darkness. Annah! Stop mithering in those shadows and come greet our guest. She's here?
In knowing the teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
I guess she is here.
Oh, what now?
You turn to see a striking red-haired girl dressed in leather armor. You didn't even hear her enter the chamber. Her right arm is covered with a series of interlocking plates that look as if they were taken from the skin of some creature, and a horned shoulder piece protects her left arm. Oddly enough, she has a tail that is flicking back and forth as you watch. You're Annah? I met you in the hive outside the mortuary, correct? The girl ignores you and turns to Pharod. What's this about then? I'm not playing the leash pull with this guard dog, so I'm not. Get one of your other gullies to do it. Annah, rose of my eye, have I not taught you to respect the dead? A thin smile warms across Pharod's face and he makes a slight bow towards you. This resourceful corpse needs to know where you found him. Eh? What are you on about? She squints at you. He's not a deader. Ah, yes, my mistake, Pharod nods. Then his voice drops dangerously. Yet, my darling Annah, that still makes it your mistake, for this one only had one foot in the dead book when you brought him to me. He taps his crutch against the flagstones with a light tap. He woke up, sought me out. Most embarrassing. So? Annah glances at you and shrugs. You shouldn't be playing dead or on the hive while I'm about, or he'll wake up in a Dusty's arms, he will. Maybe you could have checked to see if I was alive before dumping me off there? Oh, and maybe ye should have been more careful, and maybe you could have been lying face down and stone still on the alley cobbles like a deader, aye? Yeah, you wouldn't have been lying face down. Maybe I should... I wish just they would just speak plain English. Maybe I should show... Are we being... Yeah, let's be... Let's be... hostile. Maybe I should show your filthy corpse pirate hide what it's like to be lying near dead in an alleyway. I'm not afraid of you. Annah's hand dropped down to her sides and she draws two wicked punch daggers from their sheaths. You'd best step down or you'll have these in your eyes, you will. Show him where you found his body, Annah. Pharod taps his crutch again for emphasis. Take him to the haunted alley. Pharod studies Annah for a moment, then grins and turns to you. If you happen to lose my darling Annah on the way to the alley corpse, you come back and see Pharod. I'll guide you.
Updated my journal.
Why would I lose her? Tch! Annah sneers at Pharod and throws a glance at you. Come on then, and keep your steps quick, Jake. I have little time to waste on the likes of ye. Actually, I'm not done exploring the buried village yet. Let's head to the site where I died after I'm done here. Oh, aye? Well, then you can sniff out your grave on your own. Egypt, I'm not wait... Annah... Pharod's voice is quiet, but it cuts through the girl's speech like a knife. Be his minder. See that he comes to no harm while in the village. Then guide him to where he wishes to go. Annah spits on the ground. Pox on you both. That's what I was thinking. Now let's go. Okay, and we have another character in our party now, Annah. Annah is a tiefling, fighter, thief, level 8, also 4 in each. Aye, now you be wanting to know about me. No, now what you be wanting to know about me for? Are you just bored? It's not some grand tale, it isn't. So if you're expecting some epic, you'd best go rattle your bone box at someone else, chick. I seen the way you look at me tale. If it'll keep your eyes to yourself, then it'll tell you where it came from. It's a blessing from me granda, or me grandma, whichever of them was a fiend. I'm a tiefling, so I am, with just enough of the demon blood in me to sprout this tail out of me back. That blood trickled its way from me grandma or grandma and granda to me, after passing through me own ma and dad, whoever they were. Pharod, me dad? Ha. Old Starterquatch isn't me da. Not me real one anyway. He just fostered me, he did. Dragged me out of the hive and brought me into his stable. Don't get him wrong by thinking he had a kind bone in his body. He was shedding no tear for me being an orphan. He just needed someone to help him scrap debtors off the streets in the hive, and I'm small enough so I can get into places other boys can't. Plus most of the gullies in his pack are wee boys with the fear in them, so I end up finding most of the debtors in places they're too scared to look. The Dusties pay a nice bit of copper for the debtors I bring him, and Pharod don't take so much off the top that it leaves me a beggar, so he's not so bad, I suppose. Enough of your questions. Now I've got some things to say to ye, I do. I've seen the way you act. You need to be told some things if we're going to be traveling together. First, don't go flapping your bone box and locking eyes with everyone you meet. That's a sure way to trouble, it is. And don't be taking no one's name in vain, or you'll be attracting the worst sort of attention, and right quick too. And one last thing, don't be thinking you can treat me like a cobblestone neither. You start doing that and I'll take the blades and carve you. I will. Me blades? Aye, these dags are mine. I like these punch dags, I do. You can keep your axes and hammers and clubs. These dags are more me style. You just behave yourself and you won't be wearing them, aye? Okay, so what does she have? Good constitution, very good dexterity. Oh, she has good stats, not so wise. Let's take a look at her inventory. So she has Anna's punch daggers. Well, I happen to have a few magical punch daggers you might be interested in. Also, I hear all that stuff is for thieves, so maybe you can put this to some use. So, yeah. She can dual wield stuff. What does she have here? Chained teeth earrings. Perhaps the idea that Annah would be wearing anything solely for ornament value makes you suspicious of these earrings. Upon close examination, you discover these thin metal earrings are actually a series of well-crafted lockpicks. If need be, you can unhook them and use them to pick open stubborn locks. Okay. +5 to open lock skill. Anna's vest. +10 stealth, 10% stealth skill bonus, okay. That's all we have for you. What time is it? Oh, we still have time. Open locks 50, stealth 60, find and remove traps 40, pickpockets 50, backstab damage multiplier 2. She's good with fists, well, kinda. And she is what? Chaotic neutral. Oh, she is a Free League. She belongs to the Free League faction. I can't get to that to scroll down here. In-depths are individualistic bloods who have banded together to protect themselves from other factions. Truth? There's no truth. Just live free or die, okay? Do you have a faction? No. Do you have a faction? No. She's the first one that belongs to a faction. Nabikuchi. So, we could talk to her, right?
Aye. What is it you want then?
Anna, didn't I meet you in the hive before I found Pharod? She nods a little wearily. Aye, you did. I haven't forgotten you. When I asked you about Pharod, you told me he was south and west of the mortuary when he wasn't. Aye, I did. You'd have done the same if some scarred wreck came to you and asked where he could find your Da. She shrugs. You found him anyway, so don't want to hear you carrying on about it. I don't. What were you doing by the mortuary? It's my territory. I was looking for debtors, I was. She looks you up and down, then smirks. Found a walking one, I did. Anna, did you find anything on my body before you brought it to the mortuary? Anna looks at you warily and her tail stops flicking for a moment, then resumes slower than before. Mayhap I found something, but if I found anything, it is mine by right. It is the other bits are in Pharod's keeping. Anna, I don't have time for games. What did you find on my corpse? Well, you had some fist irons, you did, and a little bit of jink, but I left that for the dusty so they'd think I was a wee bit honest. You had an ugly ring that I kept. She dips her finger into her arm braces and pulls forth a small ring with a stone mounted on it. Worth thrice more than the jink and the irons it was. She studies the ring and squints. Too bad it's too ugly to wear. I'd like that ring back, now. She studies the ring with a frown, glances you, then back at the ring. With a sneer, she flicks the ring to you. Then I want the ugly ring anyway. I didn't. Fine, now that you mentioned that some stuff from my body had gone into Pharod's keeping, what did you mean? Aye, Pharod takes a bit of each corpse we find, he does. It's his right, being the lord of the village and all. Of every corpse that you find, that's a lot of corpses. Aye? To hear tell, the old stutter crutch has got a stash pit somewhere close to him. It's the only reason I can see why he's set up Kip in that filthy, drafty hall it is. Nothing but stink and shadows. Really? And that's where he puts the tribute he gets? Aye, she squints at you. Now what are you on about? You planning to rob him? No, I have no cause to do such a thing. Pharod's done me no harm. Well, good. I'm warning you against such a thing, I am. Pharod can be daft sometimes, but he's mean as all fiend spit when he gets worked up. She frowns. And he loves his keepsakes, he does. But where would he keep it all? If he's been at the village for as long as you says, he should have amassed quite a collection. Well, Anna is silent for a moment. I know he's never left his hall to get his tribute when he needs it. He wouldn't want to walk far with that lame leg of his, though. Aye, that's true, but only if you don't watch him careful. He isn't lame, though he puts on a fair show about being weak in the leg. So the crutch of his could be a portal key. Anna frowns in thought for a moment and slowly nods her head. Aye, there's a thought, she shrugs. I wouldn't know how you'd use it, though. Maybe you just need to have it. Maybe we'll find out. I had some other questions. Tell me a little bit about Pharod. Old Stutter Crutch? He's my Da. Well, not me real Da. He found me when I was a wee girl, Anna shrugs. He needs he needed a collector to crawl into places the rest of his fat gullies couldn't squirm, so he took me under his crutch. I didn't think you and him looked much alike anyway. Anna's eyes narrow and her tail begins to lash back and forth. And what do you mean by that? I meant that you don't look like each other. Oh, now what could have tipped you off to that? Me hair, my skin? I can't think of anything else. Anna slaps herself slightly on the forehead and sneers sarcastically. Maybe it was the tail. Oh, that might have been it. You're so much sharper than I am, you are. A real gem. What the hell is your problem? I make a simple statement, you twist it like a dagger. A dagger's a dagger, so it is. All I was saying is that you and Pharod look nothing alike. The two of you don't have much in common. Anna's face flushes a deep red. Oh, is that so? And how do you see that? Okay, we get some nice answers. What is good here? I don't know. This could backfire badly. But I don't remember which is the good answer here. Let's take this one. I mean, look at yourself. You're at least twice the greedy corpse pirate that Pharod could be, and you have that strange hive smell about you that makes my eyes tear up, and you have that filthy. No, I'm not taking that. I mean, complimenting her greed would probably be a good thing, and like complimenting her wickedness, she would probably like that. But nobody wants to be told that he has a filthy red-like tail. That is too much. Okay, we take this one. I mean, have you ever looked at yourself? Aside from the way you carry yourself, you're confident, sensible, and graceful. And it doesn't even take into account the obvious good looks. You have the rich, fire-red hair, those sharp green eyes, and that striking profile. Anna just stares at you. So, that's all I meant when I said you and Pharod look nothing alike. Anna nods, still staring at you. She doesn't even blink. Are you listening to me? Anna suddenly leans in and she bites you sharply on the neck, giving a soft hiss. Rather than pulling back, she presses closely into you and whispers into your ear. Do you fancy your chances? Her tail begins to lash slowly back and forth, but the rhythm is more hypnotic than angry. You can feel Anna's heart beating fast in her chest and the color rising into her cheeks. You suddenly become conscious of the fact that Anna's skin is smooth, soft. Excuse me, is this turning into like a porn novel now? I want to tell you something and you can't poke fun at me. Alright? Do you know I like the way you smell? Oh it drives me balmier than a chaos man it does. She sniffs up the side of your cheek and she gives a low, eager hiss. I see the way you look at me and I like it. You've got hungry eyes, you do. Makes me a fire. I want to bite you, soft like around the neck. She teases the side of your neck with her teeth, never breaking skin, and with every whisper you can feel her breath along your ear. I'm sorry, there's people around us. Her head slides up around the back of your neck and tightens, and you can feel her nails digging into your skin. I want to drag my nails along the back of your neck and force you to kiss me. I'd just like to interject here and point out that I'm not going to say anything to spoil the mood, Chief. I'll just float here and watch. Don't mind me just sitting here floating and watching. That's me. Yeah, thank you, Mortar. Do you know I can smell you from 50 paces? That smell of formaldehyde pouring off you like one of the dusty shamblers? Baby, if you cleaned yourself up, you'd be a right prize. Her eyes flash. I'd make passion with you so hard you'd be knocked off the spire. She steps back, her tail flicking lightly around your leg, then gives you a hard stare. So, do you fancy me? Okay. Yes, what do? We grab her and bite back. You grab Anna. Before she can scream free, you bite her lightly on the neck. As your teeth touch the skin, Anna hisses loudly, dawing like a cat, and tears away from you. I was only teasing you, you scarred vampire. Leave off. Despite her protestations, however, her face is flushed and she's breathing heavily. And watch your mitts next time. She crosses her arms. You're making me red. Yeah. You bite me, I bite you. If you don't like it, then don't do it. I'll do what I please, so I will, Anna sneers. She still seems to be a little flushed. Just keep your mitts off me, will you hear? So was that a good option or not? I don't know. Oh, damn it, this has been a long video. Anna, when Pharod went to return the tribute he took from my body, he vanished for a while, then came back, but he never left the Illwind court. Do you know where he went? Oh, to hear tell the old stutter crouch has got is... We already had that. Okay, this is nothing new. And she can make you a thief, but I don't want that. Okay. And I think we let's not go to the place where she found my body yet. What did we pick up though? Gaudy ring. +1 to armor class. Okay. +1 to armor class. +2 to armor class. Okay. So I give this to you. You always seem to get hurt. What does this do? You have an armor class of -2. 2. 4. Shit. Why do you have an armor class of 4? Okay. What else? Oh yeah, the pay ragged note from Pharod. This is the tethered note you received from Pharod. It reads as follows. Beware shadows. Beware places where the night lives. They wait. There is no natural darkness, only shadows. Okay. Why are some things in capital letters? Shalifdos. Okay. So, the good news is we have our 4th party member. The bad news is this video is over now. So, thank you very much for watching and see you soon. Goodbye.